Hey there, welcome back to my Python 3 for Beginners tutorial. In this video we're going to be going over something called while loops. You heard me talk in previous videos about a specific kind of loop that will run some code until a certain condition is met, and that's what a while loop is. So if I wanted to make a variable here, and I can make a variable called eggs, and we'll say we have 12 eggs, and I wanted to print something to the screen until I had 20 eggs, I could put while eggs is less than 20. Then I put a colon, just like with the for loop and the if statements. I will put print eggs. Now here's an issue. If I don't do anything else at this point, because I set eggs as 12, this would create what's called an infinite loop, and it would run forever because there's nothing incrementing eggs to make it actually eventually equal 20 and stop this loop from running. Infinite loops are bad. They can even crash your computer, so you got to be very careful not to do that. And how we're going to prevent that from happening here is we're going to increment eggs by 1 every time the loop runs. So we're going to put eggs, wow, I can't spell eggs at all, plus equals 1. So let me explain this a little better. So we're setting eggs to 12. We already have a dozen eggs, but we want to print from the screen 12 and then every number up until 20 and stop at 20. So I'm saying while eggs is less than 12, print eggs to the screen. And once you do that, then add 1 to eggs. So now it'll say while eggs, and every time this will go up, so the next iteration will be 13. So how this loop works is it basically reads this line, telling it what condition needs to be met, and it'll automatically say, okay, well, eggs needs to be less than 20. Is it? So yeah, in this case it is, so let's print what number it is to the screen. Okay, well now we're adding 1 to eggs. Well, that would still be 13, so it'll still be less than 20, and it'll print the next number to the screen. So if I run this, you'll see it printed and then stopped at 20 as usual. So that's what a while loop does. A while loop can be used not just with integers and things like that. While loops can be used for many different things, and actually a lot of times when you're making a game or software that does something that needs to run, there's something called a main loop, and a lot of times you'll find that'll be a while loop because you'll want to run that section of software until a certain condition is met. So once that condition is met, you'll want it to either do something else or maybe even exit the software. So while loops are going to be a very important part of your programming over the years. So I would mess with this a little bit if I were you. You really can't hurt it. Just be careful to always have an increment line, and you can increment it by different numbers as well. So you can do it by 2, so 12, 14, 16, 18, and then because it stops when it gets to 20, there it is, it stopped. So you can mess with this, you can do simple stuff with it for now, but as time goes on you'll see how powerful and how handy and useful while loops really are. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.